In this video, I'm going to show you how to swap the UVs of a model that's already been rigged. So, in this file, I've got this little back character that I made, and I didn't realize that the wings were not UV'd before I bound it to my mesh. So if I move the rig, you can see that it's already rigged and ready to go. Now there's two things you can do when you find yourself in this situation. You can go ahead and take this model, you can duplicate it, and then you can UV it, and then just transfer the weighting from your old mesh to the duplicated mesh. However, I don't want to have to transfer my weighting. What if, for example, you had a mesh that was more complicated and it had a lot of inputs? It had a skin cluster as well as blend shapes, maybe even some lattices on it. If that's the case, it's going to be a hassle to transfer everything over. Another way you can do it is take your model, duplicate it, which I have a duplicate here, and UV that one. So in this file, I've got these wings already UV'd and laid out. Now here's the trick. You don't just want to click the new mesh, the old mesh, and then mesh transfer attributes, which will transfer the UVs. You don't just want to do that because then you're going to have swimming textures. What you want to do is you want to transfer your UVs to something called the original shape node. When you first create a model, it's only comprised of one shape node, and that's just called shape. But as soon as you bind that mesh to something, or give it a blend shape, now your object is comprised of a shape node and another node called original shape node. This original shape node is the shape node before the skinning, and this second shape node is the final shape. To access the original shape node, open up the attribute editor and find the final shape node and turn on intermediate object. Now up here, you should be able to find your original shape node. Turn off intermediate object. Now if we go in our outliner and expand this, make sure we have display shapes turned on, we will see the original shape node parented under the wings transform. And we want to see it because now we can select it when we transfer our UVs over to it. Click on your wings and Command left mouse click Wings Shape Original and go to Mesh, Transfer Attributes Options. And in my case, I know my topology is the same and my vertex order is the same. So I'm going to have component selected. And I'm going to go ahead and click Transfer. So now, when I click on my wings and I go to the channel box, I will see that I have a transfer attributes input in here, and I have the right new UVs on my wings. This shape node does not move with the rig because remember, the original shape node is the shape node that exists before any skinning affects it. Click on your original shape node, not the transfer node, and go to Edit, Delete by Type, History. You can delete history instead of non-deformer history because there are no deformers on your original shape node. And now when we click on our wings, we will see that there is no history underneath there, no construction history. Now we can delete these wings safely. So now we want to return our mesh to show the final shape node. So go ahead and click on your mesh, find your original shape node in the attribute editor, check on intermediate object, and find your final shape node and turn off intermediate object. So now we see these wings follow our rig and they are UV'd properly. That's all. Happy rigging!